Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." This is something rare and special. A #1 versus #2 early in the season. Who's going to get the inside track, the early jump on that national championship chase? As we'll see the #1 team in the country. The squad here today looking to put on a show. Taking on the second-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Wolverines will kick this away to start us off. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the offense out for their first possession of the game. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
That's a first down for the offense.
So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark into that opening play. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Chris, when was the last time you saw an offense eat up the entire first quarter? Talk about moving the ball methodically down the field, and then eventually you're able to punch it in for a touchdown. This defense is going over to the sidelines just looking for answers.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Michigan's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They're going to run it here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. And they pick up the first on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Wolverines will line up to kick it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
First down for the offense.
1st and 10 play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Gain of 19.
Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Are we about to see a punt from the red zone? It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Now it's 2nd down here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down there.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Runner with an impressive spin move there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half.
Well, you go to old reliable here, the fullback who doesn't get his hands on the ball very often. Third down and goal, a great time to surprise the defense. He powers his way into that end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick hits off the left upright. It's no good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. They'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And he fields it inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Shotgun formation here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the offense trots back out on the field again. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Second down after that previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running past the 45. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Gain of 28. And that's a first down for the offense.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you say, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And he knocks it right through. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Brought down at the 45. That's a first down for the offense.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fighting him off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Here's the second down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 35-yard line. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Gain of 34. And first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Smart of the offense, keep the ball on the ground, try to keep working that clock. The defense needs a stop if they want to give their offense any chance at a late comeback.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So here we go, third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Will they score here? And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The PAT is no good. Wow. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left side. Cannot connect. Incomplete. And now 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now.
And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on 4th and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker.
And the junior able to get home with the sack. That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
Brings up 3rd down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Offense ready to start this drive. We come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. Powering through. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
He's brought down.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock.
Timeout by the offense.
They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.